Good afternoon, everyone. I am Joanna April App, and today we will talk about one of the most Filipino authors that is mostly known here in the Philippines, and that is Jose Dalisay Jr. Now, who is Jose Dalisay Jr.? Jose Dalisay Jr. is a notable Filipino writer and academician. Jose Dalisay Jr. is also known as Butch Dalisay. He was born in Romblon, in Philippines, January 15, 1954. He is a multi-awarded author with 16 Palanca Awards and a Palanca Hall of Fame induction in different genres, including fiction, poetry, non-fiction, drama, and screenwriting. His work spans various genres, no, garnering recognition from prestigious institutions like the Cultural Center of the Philippines and international platforms. A little fun fact about Butch Jr. He has this hobby of collecting pens. He's one of the most expensive pens is the Montblanc Ernest Hemingway, where it is a limited edition. Now let's move on to one of his famous work of Butch Dalisay, which is entitled Soledad's Sister. Now, what is this story all about? The summary of Soledad's sister is similarly entrancing, no? Why? Because when a coffin arrives at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport in Manila, the name on the coffin is Aurora Cabahug, but in the actual identity of the body, it is not Aurora. Rather, it is Aurora's sister, Soledad. So, the body in the coffin. Now, Soledad used her sister's name to acquire a job in the Middle East as a nanny, leaving behind her son in order to earn more money to secure their future. There, however, she died, and though there are traces of foul play, her death is still unsolved and her body is sent home. As Rory, the sister, receives the news in her far off province where she works as a club singer, she sets off on the long journey to fetch her sister's body and is accompanied by Walter. Walter is a policeman who exiles himself to Rory's province after he was left by his wife and son. When they finally get the body, however, it is stolen from them, and according to the back cover, things get even more confused than ever. No, that is the summary of the story wherein it is entitled Soledad's Sister. Upon hearing the summary of Soledad's Sister, I want you to answer these questions. Soledad took on which identity to work abroad? And next question is, where did Soledad die? Third, what was Rory's profession in her hometown? For reflection, why did Soledad use her sister's name to work abroad? And what were the consequences of this decision? Next is, how did Rory's dreams and ambition contrast with Soledad's life choices? And how did these choices ultimately connect them? Alright, thank you for your answers and active participation. No? Now let's move on to the most significant line in the story. She knew that she would miss him, but duty, she thought, was also a kind of love, perhaps a superior one, even. It had always been about duty, about doing the right thing by and for others, even if they didn't know it, and no matter what it costs. No? What do you think? What is your self reflection about this? All right, thank you for your answers. No, we really don't know what is the lives of our kababayan there abroad. We don't know their sufferings and their sacrifices. No, in this quote, it shows the duty that people feel and how the duty can be a kind of love. The tragic consequences of overseas workers. No, the complexities of familial relationships and the search for truth and identity in a world of uncertainty. The work of Jose Dalisay is mainly focused more on the Filipino immigrants abroad who search for a promising future not just for themselves but also for their families. However, the consequences and those families who have lost their loved ones who work abroad is really evident even in today's generation. That is why our modern heroes today is the mga what? Yes, OFW workers. That's it. Thank you.